Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Good morning and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And thank you for joining. If you're joining us from everywhere, anywhere you are from every part of the world. Oh yes, I can see questions from people here. Thank you for joining. Jan, Iwo, Jaquel. I can see that you are asking, will this session be recorded to show your co-workers? Definitely. Let me quickly okay, 1 second, please. 1 second. I just want to do a few setups here. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Thank you very much, Ismail Lamide Nafiu, joining from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Yusuf Olalekan Rabiu. Thank you, Enwere Samuel. Thank you all for joining. I see you're joining from Edo State, Nigeria. Yusuf is joining from Lagos State. Thank you all. Thank you. This means a lot to us. I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for joining. So I'm going to be commencing this webinar very soon. I'm going to be jumping right into what this tool can do. But before that, I would like you to watch this video. It's just like it's a 1-minute video. It just explains what we are doing at KS Innovations, what we are trying to achieve as a company, providing tech solutions for the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. We create software solutions, BIM automation tools, basically to help you increase your productivity on platforms like Revit, on platforms like AutoCAD. We are doing this because we understand that the industry has lots of redundancy with the way we work. We spend so much time creating drawings. We spend so much time collaborating, coordinating, and this can be resolved with technology. So that's why we decided to start up this company to solve some or most of these problems. And so one of the tools that we are going to be presenting today helps structural engineers to automate the drawing production of slab rebars. If you are a structural engineer on this call, you understand that this is one of the requirements, like the major aspect of your work, the one that connects with the field. So you have to generate drawings for people on site so that they can construct. So it depends on the kind of tool. Your productivity depends on the kind of tool you use and how you work physically. But yeah, there's always a need to deliver your projects faster, quicker, and that's why technology has to come in. One of these tools that we have, some of the tools in the industry that helps with generating drawings. They've been helping us thus far. They've been helping us do our projects, complete our projects. But really, are they really solving the problems I want to solve? The problem of time and speed. Time and speed, yes, that's a major problem, major requirement in this industry. A client will give you a project and you're expected to deliver as quick as a week, 2 weeks. Of course, it's not possible, but with technology, that can be possible. So that's why we are presenting some of our tools to the industry. In this case, Revit Automate that helps structural engineers to detail and generate their slab drawings as fast and as quick as possible. So if you have any questions as we go on, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section. We're always going to answer them. This is going to be a very short webinar. It's not going to go beyond 1 hour. Just show you how the tool works, then you see it. And for Jan Iwo, who is asking if the session will be recorded, definitely it's still going to be recorded on LinkedIn. You can always go back to our LinkedIn page and you'll see the recording, both for events. See this particular event recorded for you. So you can go back to it and watch it all over again. So I'm going to share my screen, do a little bit of presentation of our platform, our website. Okay. All right. This is our website. You'll find this website via this address, studio.ksdigital.tech. We made it very simple, so it can stay in your mind. Yeah, studio.ksdigital.tech. Once you type it on your browser, you'd see this. If you scroll down, you can watch a short video. It's a 2 minute video of what our tool, what we are trying to achieve as a company, our solutions, and how we've been able to reach thousands of people and helping thousands of people solve the intricate problems that have to do with their work right in this industry, construction. So you can also see some of our featured products. We have 4 products currently uploaded on our website. This is a studio, which means that it's actually it's a studio with multiple apps. So you can call it an app store as well. So we also call it an app store. So this is our app store with multiple applications. We intend creating more as we get feedbacks and requests from users. For now, we have just 4 products. Auto Join Elements. It's a Revit plugin, and that helps you to join your elements automatically in Revit. And you also have this tool called CAD Merger. It's an AutoCAD plugin. Helps you to combine multiple CAD files into a single file. It's a very tedious process to do manually, but it helps you to cut down that time by 80–90%. You also have Isolate Warnings. It's a Revit plugin that helps you to isolate all the warnings, element warnings, model warnings that you have on your projects inside of Revit. It does it for you seamlessly and isolates all the elements in 3D views. Then you have this one we're going to be presenting today, the Revit Automate plugin that helps you to automate, that you to create, modify, and detail rebars in Revit. Basically, every rebar operation that you will be doing in Revit, this tool would help you achieve that. So we're going to be presenting this. But before we continue, I'm going to explain. We have this tool called KS Studio Installer. It's actually a desktop installer that helps you to install and manage every of your apps that you purchase on our app store. So if you purchase possibly maybe this app, Revit Automate, you can always see this. Once you download our installer, that's the desktop installer, you'll see all your apps there. I'm going to present it now on the screen. You'll see all your apps. You just simply log in, see all the apps that you've purchased, and then can install them, you can update them. We always push out updates frequently based on user feedback. Make sure that we are innovating, we are meeting the demands of our users. So it's an installer. So you're not downloading these files as single files. You just download this particular desktop installer, and that's where you can access and install all your products. So whilst doing this, I would like to just show you the installer, see how it looks like. Let me share my screen again. All right. So this is the installer. As you can see on this, you can access all your apps here. Once you go to manage apps, you can see Revit Automate. Click on manage app, you can install, uninstall, and if there's an update, you can update it. You can drop a review for us by just clicking here. We have other apps there as well. In case you want to watch and see more products from our app store, you can come to our discover more page. You'll see every other app. And if you need to search for products related to your work, maybe you need to search for something like, in this case, Reba, you can see, okay, you see products that are related to that. You can then click on it and view it on our website. It shows you directly on the website. Sorry. Shows you directly on the website. Okay, this is the product that you just clicked on from the installer. It's quite intuitive. It's very comprehensive, simple to use. All you just need to do is to click on your manage app and then carry out any operations that you need to carry out. So I'm going to quickly leave this part so we can jump right in. So inside of this tool, you have products. You can check our products, the ones that are coming soon and the ones that are already available. You can see them, you can add them to your carts. And then you can check the different subscription plans. We have like 4 subscription plans that we offer to our subscribers. Very, 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 very affordable. I think that's one thing that makes us unique. We have very affordable tools. Our tools are very powerful but affordable as well. And one of the beautiful things is that we capture as much as 20 currencies. You can check the price of this tool in your own currency, your own local currency. If it's in USD, as the United States dollars, automatically does the conversion and you see, okay, how much it costs on a monthly basis. Yeah, it's as cheap as this in USD. That affordable, not cheap, affordable as this in USD. You can see it's in a whatever currency in euro. See it in euro. You can also see it in if you're in Ghana cities, see it in Ghana cities. And any other country, once you search for it and you can see local currency here, there's no way supports payments in such currencies. So I think that's it about our website and our installer. So let's dive right in so that we wouldn't waste too much of our time. The goal of this tool, which is Revit Automate, is to help you to automate every Revit operation. Or for now, we are going to be doing a demo for the slab Revit drawings. And slab Revit drawings, I mean the ones that you create your slab details, your top rebar layers, bottom rebar layers, your U bars, distribution bars, and then you call them out and then generate schedules. So this helps you. This will help you to achieve that. So we are also working towards releasing the new features for your beam rebars, your column rebars, your wall rebars, and your staircase rebars. So that will be coming out very soon, hopefully, before the month runs out, or if not, by the beginning of March. That's next month. So this tool, if you want to check out the details of what this tool do, you can just click on view details. Once you come to your products, you see this view details button, takes you to the details of what this product can help you achieve. It tells you what category it belongs to. This is engineering. You can see it's engineering. Can tell you who is perfect for, and then you see all the features. Then shows you the pricing plans. Then you have like system requirements, shows you what kind of system it's compatible for and what software it's compatible for. You can see it's compatible for Revit 2023 to 2026. For now, I think it's also compatible for Revit 2022. We're going to make that update. And then you can see a demo, a short demo of what the tool can help you do. It's on YouTube, and it's linked here, embedded on this website, so you can watch it directly here. Click on this place, you can see the video. All right, so I think that's that. If you've used the tool and you want to drop a review, you can see awesome reviews from our users. It's an excellent plugin, 10/10. You can drop your review for us as well. Once you sign in, once you log in, create an account, you can be able to drop reviews. So I think that's it. Let's jump right into Revit. Let's jump right into Revit. You can keep telling us where do you come from? Where are you watching us from? If you are from Lagos, Nigeria, from the US, if you are from any part of the world, you can help us to know, okay, this is where I'm watching from. It helps us to know where our audience is, the category of our audience. Thank you very much as you do that. So, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We'll always answer your questions. We are always very much available to answer your questions. So, I'm going to run you through. Yeah. So this is a sample project that we are going to be using to um, basically test out this product, Revit Automates. Yeah. So once you install the product from the installer, you would see the KS Digital Studio tab on your Revit. And if it's an AutoCAD plugin that you purchased, you're going to see it on your AutoCAD tab as well. You're going to see it on your AutoCAD tab. As KS Digital Studio, you would see a manage panel that helps to at least give you an idea of the tool that you have. Once you click on my apps, you can see all your apps and your licenses. You'll see that, okay, I have 3 active licenses that works for my Revit software. I have Revit Automate, Auto Join Elements, and CAD Merger. Okay, CAD Merger is another plugin. It shows me all the 3 active licenses I have across the different platforms that I work on, either AutoCAD or Revit. So I know, okay, this is when it expires, how many days left. I know, okay, if I have any app that is not yet, maybe has expired, this button will pop up, renew expired license, expired apps. Once you click on it, it's going to open up your um, installer so that you can renew the app. So that's it. You can also chat with us. You can chat with us directly on WhatsApp. Once you click on it, it takes you to WhatsApp page, and then you can send us messages. If you have questions or you have issues that you experience using our tool, you can always reach out to us. And you can read a little bit about us via our website. Once you click on the About button, you can read about us. And then every other button you see here is going to be a relevant tool that you bought the product you purchased from us and you installed. So this is the Auto Join Elements tool, and then this is the Revit Automate tool. So yeah, I think let's jump right in. Let's see how this works. So Revit Automate, you have, I think, at least 20 tools, 20 to 25 tools here that covers majority of the Revit operations that you are going to carry out as a structural engineer inside of Revit. So when it comes to creating rebars, we have 2 available tools. That's your slab and your slab major rebars, the main rebars, that's the ones on the foliars, bottom and the top. And then you have the one for the U bars, that's the perimeter bars. It can be a U bar, it can be a L bar, whatever bar you want it to be, whatever shape you want it to be, you have the option to select it. That's under the create rebars category. So you are asked to select the actions you want to run. So once you click on this button, it takes you to the action. It takes you to a new page, a new view, basically that carries out this operation. And then you have the tag rebars, which is a very important aspect of generating rebar drawings. So this tool helps you to call out your bars, tag your rebars. In this case, you have this item tag rebars that has multiple rebars and host elements. It covers both your beams, your slabs, your columns, and your walls, all kinds of concrete elements that can host rebar. And also you have this untag rebars. Sometimes we want to present our slab drawings in a way that the bars are grouped, not just we are not calling out all the bars. You want to call out bars that have similar um, lengths, orientation, bar types, spacing. You want to call them out together. This helps you to achieve that. You also want to you also want to tag your rebars in section view, especially for slab rebars or beam rebars or whatever. This rebar section tag helps you to achieve that in no time. It does it. Okay, I have a question here. If you train on MEP Revit design, Oh, yes, you can reach out to us directly on our WhatsApp channel, and we're going to answer that question for you. Thank you very much. At Otsias, yeah, thank you. So, you also need to select. Let me continue with, yeah, this is where I am. Set river layers. If you want to set river layers, in the sense that you want to attach layers to your attach layer annotations to your bars, in the sense that, okay, you want to specify, okay, this bottom bar, is it this is the first bottom layer, second bottom layer, as in B1, B2, top layer, T1, T2. You can do that with this tool. Yeah, most engineers do that, especially for their slab drawings. And you also have the schedule rebars. You can create rebar schedules in seconds. Okay, the WhatsApp number, once you come to, let me, this is our website. I'm going to drop our website now, so you can have access to. Yeah. So I'm dropping the website now on the comment section. I think you'll see it on YouTube at OTS, and you can go to the contact us page. I think you'll be able to find our contact. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think you should see the link now. So now, let me continue. You can generate your schedules, rebar schedules for any concrete element, any rebar host. If it's a slab, just select slab and then it generates it for you. We're going to do that. We're going to test that on this webinar. Then you have this modifier tool. The modifier tool basically helps you to carry out rebar modification, at what's that word? Operations. Yes, thank you. Operations, rebar modification operations, like lapping your bars, splitting your bars based on stock lengths, or maybe splitting at the middle, extending your rebars based on whatever length you want to extend, like stretching your bars, maybe at the start or at the end of that bar. And you can also merge similar rebars into one. You can copy bars and then you can delete the host rebars. These are basic, very important, basic but very important rebar modification operation tools that we have embedded into this plugin. And so you also have the rebar visibility category. It controls the visibility of your rebars in your views. You can show your rebars in a particular view, in 3D view or on a floor plan. You can hide them. You can show rebar in your host element. You can hide it in that particular host element. You can show rebars that are not in the selected host elements, or you can hide rebars that are not in the selected host elements. In the sense that, okay, you have bars in your slab, and maybe your beam rebars are also showing in that view. And you want to hide every beam rebar, you can just select this tool and it hides, and select your slab, it hides every rebar that is not in that slab, that is not hosted to that slab. So you also have this hide and show top bars for your slab. It's very important. Most engineers like to present their drawings with the bottom bars alone and the top bars alone, just for clarity's sake on construction sites. This can help you to do that easily. You can hide your bars on the floor slabs based on, you can hide your top bars or hide your bottom bars, or show your top bars, show your bottom bars. They work as a toggle. Once you click on it, it hides and or it shows it basically. Now, this last one, I have you to select your host rebars. So I think I've gone through all of the tools. Now let's dive right in. I'm going to pick one of the floor plans. That's going to be my rebar layout plans. Yep. So this is a sample project. Very simple, just to showcase how this works. So we're going to start creating rebars. Okay, we have a question here. Please, sorry, I have a question. Can you the question from Otis? I have a question. Revit LT software limit me to a lot. How can I go about it? And can I get a license for a cheap price? Okay. Usually Revit has resellers if you want to get the actual Revit software. I'm not in the position to tell you if you can get it for a cheap price or not. So I think you need to do the research and go to Autodesk websites, check how to purchase products, the licensed products and the real ones. I'm not going to be, because of legal issues, I can't really advise on how to get cheap software. So it's advisable to get the original. Thank you. So I'm going to start off with the slab rebar. We're going to be creating the rebar. So we made it very simple. If you observe, it's a very simple UI, as opposed to other tools that are available in the industry. We know many of them. I wouldn't like to mention names, but these tools, they are a bit complicated. You see, their UIs are very complicated, and a lot of people find it very hard, like generating slab drawings, rebar drawings in quite a short time. Doing it in a short time is almost impossible because of how those softwares were built. So it looks like the learning curve is very steep. The usage, the user interface is too complex. You have so many buttons to click. But we made it very simple, and you just have to select a few things for you to generate your rebars. So as you can see, we have like 4 sections here. The first one here shows you how, if you want to, how to specify a major bar direction. This is something that every structural engineer will understand. Whenever you're generating your rebars for slabs, based on the panels, you have to define what major direction your bars are going in that panel. So if your major bar, usually the shorter direction of that panel, shorter span of that panel, that slab panel, is usually the major direction. So you can specify that based on what you can see. As you can see in this case here, this panel here, you have this to be the shorter direction, a shorter span, rather, that's about 6 meters. This is more about like 7 meters. The X here is 6, the Y is 7. So the shorter direction here is the X direction. I'm going to leave it at X direction. And so that's how you know what direction to pick when you are trying to create your slab rebars. And so now the main rebar layers here, this specifies the 4 major layers in your slab. And usually the bottom bars, the B1, the one that is at the extreme bottom of your slab, the one interfacing with your cover, and then you have it as B1, we call it bottom major direction, which is going to take up this X direction. And then you have B2, the bottom minor direction, which you take up, which will be a distribution bar over this B1, and we call it distribution bar structural engineers. And then you have T1, which is going to be the top major direction. Then you have T2, which is going to be the top minor direction. Yeah, so, and you can also specify what bar type you want to use. This tool automatically reads the bar types from your project, so it doesn't create anything new. So it reads it based on what you've set up already in Revit, and then it just populates it here for you to pick. So then you can specify spacing, however you want the spacing to be, depending on your design. Usually this comes from design, so this is not designing your slab for you. It's helping you to generate your slab rebars and drawings based on your design, you're the engineer. So we made sure that we have put enough control for engineers, because control is very important, so that software will not take over our brains. You get, so it's very important that we have control over these tools. So then whatever input you are putting here is coming from whatever design you've done for your slab. So now I'm going to I'm coming here. Okay, the next is this one. You have the panel boundary offset. You can specify, okay, by what offset do you want your slabs to be away from the boundary of the panel. Usually it's very important that you specify that. It helps to create clarity, and it puts your bars away from your beams, because usually the panels are bounded by beams. The boundaries of the panel are defined by beams, so you are meant by what offset you want to keep your bars away from those beams. This helps you to specify that quite easily. And then you have like a very simple explanation of how this tool works. So basically, you are expected to choose the major direction, then select the rebar layers to model. As you can see here, the layers, you can select both. The advice is you can select bottom layers first and model your top layers. That's how I do it, and that's how I'm going to do it here. You can do it however way. For flat slab, you can just model the entire thing. Or if you are doing creating your rebars for solid slabs, you can start with your bottom bars, so that there won't be some kind of confusion in your process. Then you can click on the create button, this create a reinforcement button. and then you're expected to select slab and pick panel boundary points P1, P2, P3, P4. You see the image P1, P2, which is going to be in the X direction, P3, P4, Y direction. You're expected to pick it in succession P1, P2, P3, P4. That's how this tool was built. Then you rinse and repeat your process for every panel. It happens so fast. So now, in this case, like I said, you can pick the bottom bars first. I can start with bottom bar. I can just turn off my top bars. So whatever I pick here is what will be created inside of the slab. So I'm specify T12 as my bottom B1 bar type. That's 12 bar. I'm going to specify 120, 150 as the spacing. And for the B2, I can pick T10 at 200. I think that's okay. And I'll specify 50 as the offset. I think that's all. And for these panels here, I'm going to model these panels. Their major directions are all in the X direction, as you can see. And I can repeat the same thing over this. I can repeat the same thing over this. The entire span, except for this one here at the top here, that has like the major direction to be in the Y. Major span to be in the Y direction here. So when I'm modeling this, I'm going to switch this to Y direction. So now let's do this. So let's click on create reinforcement. The first. So once you click on these buttons, you have on your status bar on the bottom left of your screen. Okay, I think my image here is going to be obstructing it, so that will not create any obstruction. At the bottom left of your screen here, you see the status, or you're expected to select the host slab. So you're expected to select your slab. Once you can select your slab, you now see, okay, pick P1, that's the start of the bar. So you expect to pick 0.1, then 0.2, 0.3, then 0.4. So based on what we have on this image, instruction, we are picking 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and create your rebar for you. 0.1, and so just continue that way as fast as you can. Fast as you can. Same thing here. And repeat the same thing here as well. P4, P1, P2, P3, P4. Or like you're moving in horizontal direction, then Y, vertical direction. Yeah. I can just do this. All right, so I can repeat the same thing. Okay, I can repeat the same thing here. I think I can do that here. Let me see. Now I'm going to make this Y direction. I can see based on this span. This is shorter than this one, than this horizontal span. So the vertical span really is shorter than the major direction. So I can continue this here. Now having to stop. All right. So if you have any questions, please you can drop them. Very much available to answer. This here. Same thing here. So now in this situation here, my major direction is going to be the Y direction. I just switch it to this, then click create reinforcements. The same way I'm picking it the same way, the same orientation, P1, P2, P3, P4. But the direction has changed. I'm going to continue. I'm going to save this. I'm just saving the project so that because Revit 2016 is a bit unstable at the moment. And having lots of crashes lately. I don't know if I'm the only one. Yeah, so I can do this. This is a shorter span, so I can just change it back to. So remember, it's based on your design. I'm just doing this as a demo. It should be based on your design. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to change it back to my Y direction. Model this. So if you have questions, all right, I'm going to answer that question. Thank you very much for that question. And we have a question here that says, in a case Get Slab has more or less than 4 boundaries, how can we go about that? I'm going to answer that question so that so now, in case, for example, now let's look at the situation in this situation where you have these 2 panels. Let's assume that both of them they are just one panel. So we have that this boundary is in this way. So you can model it in this manner. This is how you can model it like this: 1, 2, 3, and go upwards this way, and then come and continue this direction: 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you can either do it that way, or you can do it this way. You can model this in this manner. Model this first, and then model this, however you want it. Yeah. So and do this, or there's a way you can go about it. You can model your bottom slab first, bottom bar first, this way: 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, that is not the bottom. We're in the wrong direction. So let's pick the right direction. Why? As I'm answering your question, Yusuf Oladipo. Yeah, I model the bottom bar first, bottom layer first. Then do this. Just extend this a bit, like this. Then I can then model my B2 bar. Model my B2 bar in this direction, and want this way first. Before this as well. Yeah. That's one way you can do it. Yes, the recording will be made available for Falola, but what definitely is going to be made available for everyone. So I don't know if I've answered your question, Yusuf. All right. So I think we are done with bottom bars. Let's see. So that's how you could do it. You could do it that way, or you could do it my way. I just like to model. However, it just depends on how creative you can be with it. So depends on how creative you can be with it. Do it this way. However. So please bring in the questions. Bring in the question. Yeah. So I'm doing this way because I want to also explore the other tools that we have available on this Revit automate here. So as you can see, we are done with this. So we can quickly do something. Now I want to create. Consider there are some bars that are similar. These bars are similar. They have the same spacing, the same bar type, and usually this is about 5 meters. Means that I can match these two together to make one full bar instead of having them broken into chunks. So that helps me to at least maximize stock lengths and what have you. So instead of having bars broken in chunks or wasting people's time on construction sites to cut bars, I can just use this to merge it. I use our tool here, merge similar bar. I just click on merge, pick the bar, the resultant bar. I tap on my keyboard and the other merges it into one. So you can see merge the bar into one. And do the same thing for these two, this one and this one. Merge it into one. And I can then leave this. If I check this is about 10,900 mm, 10.9 meters, and this is 167. So I have two bars merged into one. So another thing we could do is to lap our bars. I want to lap bars. I want to lap this one. So the lapping can be it's based on your design requirements. For trapezoidal and triangular panel, I'm going to, okay, thank you very much, sir, for that question. I'm going to answer that in a short while. I'm just quickly explore these tools where you will lap the bars. All right, so this is going to be based on your the lab requirements. Usually, it's a factor of, oh yes, you can view it in 3D. I thank you for that question. I will view it in 3D. I think that's the first floor. Let's do this. So I can then, so that we can see it in 3D. Let me turn this on. I'm going to turn on the rebars now. Structural rebars. Structural rebar category. Yes, and view it in 3D. And then can make it very visible. Show rebar in view or show rebar in ghost. Show this rebar in the ghost and show it all. So yeah. And whatever operations you are doing on a floor plan, you can also do it on your 3D view. So I was gonna lap some bars. Let's quickly do that. I'm going to do 750. Usually it's 62 times the bar diameter. In this case, let's just use this is the bar diameter. Yes, it's about 12 mm. Yeah, so we're going to lap them based on that. So that's about 750 mm. So let's use this slab length, both bars. Lap this bars like that. Lap them. Lap this bar like that. Just this bar and this horizontal bar. Lap them. Okay. As you can see. And do the same thing. Okay, I can merge these bars as well. I didn't merge them initially. Merge them as well. This to this. This to this. And merge this ones too. Yeah. It's the same thing for this. This. This with this, I guess. All right. So I'll match this ones too. This as well. I didn't pick it well. And this, this. Okay, one match. Okay. So the different directions, yeah. So why this could not match? Because this is in the major direction is in horizontal, so you have a bar in a different layer. So I'm going to merge the other ones above here. This to this, then this to this, yeah. So I can then come back to lap them, the ones that needs to be lapped. Maintain this 750, lap this month. They're lapped now, you can see. Lap this and this, laps it, this and this, laps it, and can do the lap for this as well. This, create the lap, this and this, create the lap here. Same thing here. in there. He laps it in a jiffy. Situations where we need to lap bars here as well. This one's if they're able to they're in a different direction, so not be lapped that way. So let's see this will be lapped. They're in a different direction. So now for bars that needs to be extended, you have this tool that called extend rebar. Extend the rebar by whatever stance you want, and pick whether you want to extend the start of the bar or the end of the bar. In this case, let me pick start and let's see how I can extend some bars. But this is extending in this direction. I'm going to change it to end. Extend it that way. With same thing here. The same thing here. Bound to extend that way. So let's see. Okay, this extend the wrong direction. Extend, change it to starts. Change it to starts. You can apply and then extend it that way. That's it. I want to extend this as well. Oh, sorry. Change it to end. I'm going to extend it by and yeah. Extend it. Extend it. Extend it here as well. So for bars here in this middle of the slide, I can change it to both directions. So extends both of them. So in a way, it's lapping both bars in the different panels. So this extends both of them. Extends both of them. And both directions, I mean. Yeah. So in this case, I might just want to extend the start of the bar on the ends of the bar. Okay, this is not the starts. So the bottom is usually the starts. Yeah, because you're going from bottom to top. So yeah. So I think I'm done with most of these extensions. Okay, we have still have some bars to extend it this way. So okay, we have a question. Is there a provision for dealing with rebar curtailment as per Euro Code 2 or ACI as curtailment? So one of the things that we wanted to achieve was that we didn't want repetition of maybe certain commands of certain features in Revit. So Revit already has a feature where you can create curtailment of bars. Yeah, I can show that maybe very soon. Maybe when we are on the section view, I can show that to us. So Revit already has that tool where you can create curtailment or anything to prevent us from repeating the same processes. But there are certain things that Revit already has that if we are repeating it, come on, it's just like you're competing with the mother tool. So for us, we have to leave it so that users can use that well on Revit. So I'm going to show us how to do that in Revit whilst we get there. So let me do one last extension, extend rebar until the end of this bar. Next, why is it speaking? So you just have to switch between start and end to know which exactly what bar exactly what end of the bar should actually be extended. So once you click on start and maybe it's extending the wrong direction, you can switch back to the undo and switch it back to the end. Yeah, so I think we are pretty done with the bottom bars. Let's quickly oh, we didn't extend this one. Oh, extend this bar. It's this bar and so I'm going to hide the bottom bars now so I can model the top bars. So I can click on hide bottom bars, hide all the bottom bars at once. So, and then I want to model the top bars. I know the top bars has to be over my beam support. So, one thing that we have been able to achieve was that one thing that we try to do here in this case is to give the engineer control. There's a way you can quickly do this. You can use what they call reference planes in Revit to create like the extensions of your top bars. At what end do you want? Sorry, by what extension into the panels do you want your top bars to go? So usually based on design, usually like 1/3 of the slab panel span, the span of the panel, right? 1/3. So that's like 0.3 for that span. So I'm going to do that. In this one we have like 6,000, that's 6 meters the span. So 0.3 is about 1/3 is like 2 meters, right? Yes, 1/3, 2 meters. So I'm going to draw a reference plane. I'm going to pick the center of the beam. I'm going to be at offset of 2 meters. That's 2,000 mm. I'll just pick the center, this side, and then this creates that extension for me. This and this. I'm going to be very quick here, so we don't exhaust that time allocated for the webinar. All right, so you saw this is shorter than 6 meters. So that's basically 0. Let's do the calculation 0.3 times 3 times 5225. That's about 1,600. So I'm going to use 1,600. Create similar. This changes to 1,600. Pick this. And that offset. Yeah. So I think we are good except for here. Okay, it's going to be what's the I don't know what the length is. It is 5150. I'm going to do 1,600 for both sides. Just because of our time. Goes to see how it works basically. This is 1,600. So I think we are good. So if there's a need to create your top bars for maybe this part of your slab, like the other direction, you can do that as well. But because of time, I'll quickly have to run through this one. So I can go back to my slab rivers and select the two top directions T1, T2. Then I can pick this as T12 bar type, and then I can use 150 at spacing on T10 and 150 at spacing as well. However, you want 175 so that we can create some dynamic stuff here. I'll change the panel boundary also to 0 because it's not bounded by panels. So I'm going to then click on create reinforcement. I change direction to the X direction because this is the X direction here. On create reinforcement, pick the slab, then pick the 4 points P1, P2, P3, P4. Do it this way. So we can do the same thing here. Oh, okay, sorry. This should not be this span. This should be 1/3 of this, I guess. 0.3 times 1,825. It's about 600. Let's say 550, 600. So we're gonna do that same thing here. 600 offsets from the center of the beam and do this here. So let's just maintain this and then continue by creating the reinforcements, picking your slab, and then specifying the 4 points. And let's do it up to this point here. All right. So if there's a need for this one as well, I'm just going to pick something random in this case. This is a bit tight, but let me do this something random. Yep. And this as well. Okay. So now there's situations where we now need to add like our U bars at the corner bars, perimeter bars. We have this tool called slab perimeter bar. So and specify the main bar as maybe T12 or T10, however you want it to be, and specify the shape and then the spacing as well. If you remember, the spacing of our bottom bar was 150, so like our U bars will also um, be lapped. You're going to be lapping your U bars with your bottom bars you get. So we're going to be maintaining that 150 as well. Or we can use 10 in this case here. And let's say the bar length is 1500. Then pick the slab and then pick edge here, picks creates the U bars for you that way. Same thing here. Yeah. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Yeah. So if you need to place it at any other place on your drawing, you can do that as well. But let's assume that we are done. I'm trying to beat time. It's already past 11. Trying to beat time here, support. Yeah, you might also need to have like U-bars as well, yeah. So let me quickly do this. Let's assume I'm done with my top bars for now. Then I can quickly come and show my top bars. Okay, I can hide my top bars and take out all the reference planes. Take out my bottom bars, my top bars. And in 3D view, I can see now that my top bars and bottom bars are all there. Yeah, so I think the next thing usually is to, and we want to call out our bars. Immediately want to call out our bars. But you observe that some of these bars are way beyond stock length. That's about, you can see this is about 23 meters. So, and you want to split them based on stock length. We have this tool here that called split rebars. So for you to maintain that. So if, okay, we have a question here. If you want to know about the system in case of flat slab, that's where. So you are going to model, in this case, you're going to model your bottom bars as your top bar. So B1, B2 will now be placed over your supports, and your T1, T2 going to be placed across your panel, the entire panel, just like you do for your normal suspended slabs. So you're basically inverting it in this case as well. So what you're going to be doing for B1, B2 on a suspended slab, you're going to be doing it for T1, T2 on your raft slab. I hope I answered the question, sir. So I was talking about splitting the bars based on your stock lengths. I have the split rebars. So we have like a selection mode. You want to select the bars, or you want to select an host element, then it does the entire splitting for you. So what this does, this select bars, we click on run split, it picks the individual bars, which can take some time. In some cases, so users will choose to do this, but for me, because I don't like wasting time, I'm very lazy. I just select host element, click on run split. I'm going to pick the host element. Okay, I have to specify split method. We want to split by stock length. I want to split at the middle of that bar. I have the option to split at the middle of the bar is going to split that bar into two and create a lap between them. Or even by stock length, it's going to split out the bar into stocks, different stocks, and then create a lap between the bars, the segments that are splitted. So I'm going to split by stock length. I'll select host element and I'll specify the stock length to be 12 meters and the lap length. In this case, I'm going to change to 750. I'll click on run splits. I'll just click my slab and then observe this. I see these bars that were once very long. You can see that they are now split into chunks. Every bar that is way beyond 12 meters split into chunks. So that ensures that you are adopting stock lengths in your slab joints. And that helps you to avoid waste as well. So now I'm going to, I think the next thing for me to just call out my bars, right? So we have this add and tag rebars. So it helps to tag your bars, call out your bars all at once. All right, so yeah, definitely there's that provision, sir. Yeah. That's why you have control over it. So it helps you to decide on how you want to move it. Thank you very much, sir. So let me quickly hide and tag rebars. So we have hide and tag rebars so that helps to call out all your bars. You can specify what multi-rebar tag you want to use. It basically picks what's in your model and specifies it and specify it here. And all of these settings basically they are defaults, and we've seen that okay, they work very fine. And then you can click on tag all your rebars in host elements, or you want to pick rebars and tag them based on position. So now this particular one, this tag all rebars in host elements, tag method helps you to tag all rebars at once. But second one, you have the option of picking the bars yourself and specifying the position. I'm going to show you an example of that. So let me work with this first one, this second one, so that you can see how it works. But before that, you have this presentation mode that helps to specify, okay, how do you want to present your bars, this presentation. Because you can't basically show this on a drawing. You have to pick a bar and then call it out. You're asking, okay, what position of the bar do you want to select? Based on our research and based on work, after trying this tool multiple times, so that okay, this bar position works very fine, 0.3. So that's like 1/3 of the entire bars in that segment or in that range. So you have the detailed templates. Okay, what are you trying to detail? What bars are you trying to call out? What element is your slab or foundation, or is it your beam column? Or in this case, it's slab. So I'm just picking slab. And I'm picking the second method so that we can see how it works. So if I click on apply, and just pick these bars, click finish, and pick here. Calls out the bars that way. Pick the bars, finish, click here, calls out the bars. So now, but because I'm a very lazy person, I would like to use the first method. I just click on this first method, tag all rebars, it just tags everything all at once, and I click apply. I pick the slab, and then watch what happens in like few seconds. By approximation, around 10 to 15 seconds, calls out all the bars at once. Allow me to load the bits. Let's do all the calculation. And, it's basically a geometry thing, so it checks all the bars, the orientation, the geometry of slab, and where to place those tags. And I think, yeah, as you can see, it's done. So you just have to do a little bit of cleaning up, and then you have the bars, the tags placed well. So usually, this is not the end. There's another thing to do, because usually not everybody wants to call out all their bars in their drawings. Some bars might have the same length, the same orientation. You want to group those bars. You have the ability to group them with these two group and tag rebars. So, but I want to do something before I do that. I want to set my rebar layers. I want to specify top, bottom, top, gets based on the layer that these bars are. I want to specify that. And also for bars that are like U bars, by U bar. So this is secondary bar, and this is that's for your U bar or parameter bars. And then you can specify this as top, bottom, however you want it, whatever nomenclature you are using at your company, you can specify it based on that. And you can pick the parameter you want to place this in. In this case, I have a parameter that's already set for that, which is under comments. As you can see, I just put this under comments. I'm going to be picking comments, and the parameter I want to specify this, and then I specify the host elements. Pick the host elements, videos element, yes. So I'm also a videos element, and I can just click on assign layers. What happens? We assign all the layers. Yeah, so you have a question from Ben Nekat Raman. Yes, so yes, definitely you can get the recorded video. This is currently recorded by LinkedIn. So after this webinar, you can always go back to this LinkedIn event or webinar, and you would see the recorded video. It's going to be on our page forever, as long as LinkedIn exists. So you can always go there and see it. So now, I think that answers your question. So as you can see, yeah, I can specify your bar layer, BT, BT, and it is very, very accurate. And for bars that are U bars, you can see, and in this case, this is the U bar. As it is now it's tagged as a U bar. Yeah, quite accurate. So now in situations where I need to do a little bit of grouping, I want to group my bars. So in grouping my bars, I can just come to group and tag rebars. So I have this particular tag that has all that carries the grouping parameters, and then I can click on that tag and then specify the tag offset, and I will maintain this tag offset as 2000. I click on group and tag rebars. When I click on group and tag rebars, I just select the slab. It deletes any tag that already has bars in it. I check for all the bars that can be grouped, tags all of them. So it's quite intelligent and also know which bars needs to be tagged, which one doesn't need to be tagged. As you can see all the grouping here now. It's grouping all of them. So you have a cleaner drawing because of you're grouping your bars. Quite clean. So in situations where you need to maybe change the orientation of your, the position of your bars, that you can show that, okay, there's a lap happening somewhere there, and do that like that. And just do a little bit of cleaning up to make it more presentable. Just move your tags around to make sure it looks a bit more clean. You can also then select all your tags, then align them using the align tool in Revit. It's aligned already, it aligns that already automatically. Align them in Revit. So still have some other operations to complete. So I'm just going to leave this like this. It requires a little bit of cleaning up and you're good. And wherever you have to maybe, we are going to be adding a new feature that helps you to change the position of these bars automatically without having to do it manually. We're releasing that as an update. Yes, they're according to the scale of the drawings. Yes, thank you very much, sir, for that question. Yes, the annotations are according to the scale of the drawings. Yes, sir. So you just have to do this. Yeah. I think for now we are good. Revit again. Revit and it's I don't know. It's always crashing. Revit 26 has this issue with crash. I don't know since they released the last release. There's been crash. Hopefully the next updates. So the lapping zone. How do you specify the lapping zone correctly? I'm going to restart my Revit so that we can go through it again. So how do you specify the lapping zone? I have a question here. Hopefully I get your question correctly. Anna Yomi Deoluwa Yomi. The lapping zone. Sorry, if you can be a bit more clear, can you help me clarify what you mean by the lapping zone? Are you talking about at what point do you lapping the bars? If that's at what point, okay, definitely. If you have bars between maybe in two different panels and you want to lap them over your support, automatically, once you specify the lap length, it creates that lap over the support you get. So if I get that question well, and my response makes sense to you. I think that's what I can say about that. Or you can also use the Revit tool, the particular Revit tool that helps you to lap your bars and go back to it. Yep. Sorry about this. Revit 2026 has been crashing anyhow. I hope they resolve that. And just so you know, this tool is available for every Revit version from 2023 to 2022 actually, 2022 to 2026. All right, I hope I answered your question. So now, for example, when we splitted the bar, in this case, picked the stock length and then lapped it and create that lap between this part of the stock length that is now 12 meters and then the other part. Laps it automatically at their ends. So, but in situations where you are lapping by rebars that are between two different panels, you have this flow here. For example, now this is, I'm trying to figure out what situation we have here. So this, we can then bring this here up depending on how you want to be. So we're releasing a feature that helps you to do all of this manually, automatically, instead of specifying the position by yourself. Helps you do it automatically. So let me quickly jump right into um, the other aspects of also our time. Okay, yeah. All right. Thank you for clarifying, Anna. Yes, it's going to lap at support automatically. Automatically, yes. So we still have to create sections. Let's say in this situation, we have sections create. So now there's something with Revit. There's an issue that Revit has that we are still trying to resolve. The U-bars come in this shape, upside down. It's not in the C or inverted C kind of shape. So, but there's something you can do easily to resolve that. Just select your bar, the U bar, and hit space bar on your keyboard 3 times, and it resets the shape for you. So until we're able to figure out that issue, and this is what we are currently doing to resolve it. So, but now see, this section looks very clean, very. I think it's just amazing. So I want to create your slab section, rebar tags. You want to tag your button section now. I just come to this tool called rebar section tag. I have the option of using the tag method, two tag methods. Method one helps you to tag all your rebars and section at once. I just selecting the host element, and method two tags your rebars by picking the rebar and specifying the position. So I can click on method one. For now, I'm going to use both methods to show you how you can do it. I can pick whatever rebar tag I want to use. In this case, I just want to tag the bar mark. In this case, Revit calls the rebar number bar mark, and then I can specify the tag spaces. What how many bars you want to tag in succession. So it's every 3 bars, every 2 bars. This helps you to do that. So I'll just pick 3 in this case. My tag offset, how many what tag offset you want to use. I'll just leave it at 100 and see how it looks like. If I need to update it, I'll change it. So and also for my non-sectional bars, that's the ones that are longitudinal in section. What offset do I want to use for the tags? I'll leave it at 300. So and then I can just click on apply and then pick these. Oh, okay, so I think it's not well offsetted, so I can undo, change this to like 200. Things of that to 200 and click on apply again. Awesome. So the side looks so clean. All done at once. So that's how you can tag your ribbon section using the tag method one. And the second tag method, this tag method two, I can maintain the same settings, just click on apply, but in this case I have to pick the bars, pick the bar, specify the tag position, pick the bar, tag that already. specify the tag position. The bar, specify the tag position, just like that. And if I'm tired of doing this, I can just go back to tag method 1 and then click on apply. And apply. It's very intelligent enough to know which bars have been tagged and which bars have not been tagged. It's not going to create new tags or you won't have a repetition of tags. Yeah, so as you can see, does it all at once. But this usually takes a lot of time to do if you do manually, either on AutoCAD or in Revit. You usually have to copy the tags one after the other. But this does it automatically. So that's for tagging reverse inspection. We also have which tool. We will search river layers, done them all this. So okay. So in this case, maybe you just want to show your bottom bars. You can hide your top bars and just show bottom bars alone. So you can maybe just duplicate your view and then have like a view for top bars. You can do the same thing here. You can hide bottom bars, show top bars, whatever you want to do. Yep. So I can show both of them. Yep. So and then I think finally, so we can go. We have this tool, the create river schedule, which is like a very key tool. Creating schedules is it can be very frustrating in Revit because you have to go and repeat settings, duplicate, or with this you just need to specify the name of the schedule, and that let's call it first floor slab river escalation. First slab river. That's all. Then click on create schedule. Pick the slab. Then click finish. It takes create the schedule and takes you the schedule automatically. So this should yeah, you can see that generated the schedule for you at once. So you have your schedule, your bar mark, type size, type and size, quantity, length of each bar, total bar, then the shape code, and then you have like shape image in case you need to have a shape image as well. Then I'm going to bring this out on the sheets. So you can see how it looks like on the sheets. We already have it on the sheets here. Okay. Yep. Oh, okay. We've not even done. Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So you want to bring the bars out into a sheet. Sorry, the schedule into a sheet. You can just drag it out like this. Where is it? Reverse schedule. Okay, yes, it's oh every time. Yeah. Very little bit of settings here. You can change the okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the oh the font size is too big. I can change it to 3. Change this as well to 3. Wonder why it's using such font size. So I go back here. I think I'm good. Oh, okay. So it's basically because of the font size settings. I don't know why this is set in the text as well. But you can see that you have your major up here. And now you can see that some body parts are not starting. They are well arranged based on the right order, but you can go back and set them to show to start from 1. So you're starting from 10 here. So just change it to 1. how many digits, 2, and then gaps, click OK. The Revit setting. So now it's no longer going to start from 10, it's going to start from 1. Allow it to load a bit so it looks okay. Yeah, so now everything starts from if I'm at 0, 1, then enter 15. Same applies to the drawing. Let's see, it changes everything on the drawing as well. So I want to set up this thing, this particular appearance. Change everything to clean. I think they are good. So this can be used on other sheets or on this sheet, however you want it to be. So this is basically how to generate your slab drawings in Revit. That doesn't take too much time. As because I'm explaining, normally it's going to take me up to 15 minutes. So if you do the mathematics, this cuts down your slab detailing time by up to 80, 90%. So much, 89%. So I think that if you look at it in 3D, I think it looks just like how you want it to look like. Let me show the reverse here. Okay, not just 3D view. Another 3D view that has. Oh, okay. Have to turn this on. Structural rebar, turn it on, and then shows it in video. How the entire bar and it does in line. Bars are snapped very well, perfectly to one another. So yeah, that's how you can model your slab rebars. So now, the question is, how do we access this tool? You go on to questions, I'm sure they'll be going on through our minds. It's quite affordable, very affordable. One of the things we are doing now for, okay, let me flex this to a bit. I've not tapped this bar. I've tapped it now. Let's maintain this. I just click apply. We are good. Oh, okay. This is a U bar. That's why. So it's a U bar. The bar that I started. So how do we access this tool? So currently, if you come to our products page, you will see that we have this tool 1 month, like whatever subscription plan you have, you can specify which one you want. It's quite affordable, very affordable. We have four subscription plans, 3 months, 6 months, 1. But we're going to be launching our enterprise license for companies who wants to buy multiple seats, and that will be released this coming week. We are done with it. Flat slab, yes. It's in situations where you have flat slab, because usually flat slab have you model both layers. You can just do that. I can just do something very simple. It's here. Let me assume this project. So for flat slab, you know you're so I need to bring up a question. So any provision for flat slab and suspension? There's a need for that. I just delete the bars here. In this situation, you might just want to model all your layers, because the flat slab usually have your 4 layers or rebars on that slab. I can do that here. Let's see. Slab rebar. Can pick 212 at 200 or about 10 and 50 and 150. So you have flat slab 12 and Just click on create reinforcements, create this, just pick the entire area. Yeah, create it for you that way. And in situations where you have bars that are way beyond the stock length, I'll just come here to my split rebars, hit them based on stock length, okay, and then specify what's length. Let me call the lab to be 1000. I just click on select those elements. This way splits the entire bar based on stock length, so you can see. Then I can then come and create my U bars. I maybe specify U bars of 500, and then I'm at 150. I don't need distribution in this case here because I have all the layers created. So create parameter bar, just click slab, just click this layers, click at okay, click the far side of the wall. This, 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 and this. That's it. I have my flat slab rebars that way, assuming it's a flat slab. And then I can just come and tag all my bars at once. Tag everything. Tag at once. So in a few seconds, it's going to do the tagging. Then we can then group the bars, and then we are done with the flat slab, set the bar layers, and that's all. So definitely, it's also available for, it works for flat slab. In post tension slabs too, I think it's a similar situation. You just have your post tension bars. We have not made provisions for the post tensions, but for the bars, the rebars inside of the slab, it works similar to that of your flat slab, I believe. So this tags it like this, but you have bars that are kind of repeated, so are similar. So you can just come back here to group and tag bars, pick this particular tag that I need to bring in. Sorry, the tag that groups them. So I can just transfer project standard or to rebar tag. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so should I have it? Yep, I have it. I can just come here and reload all the parameters, all the tags, group the tags, come here, group tags, group everything at once. So it groups all the tabs. Okay. Okay, there's has bit of issue here. We'll look into that. Or you can definitely group your bars here, and then you can specify your slab layer as you want them. CT, CP, however you want it to be. And U bars. So I think this applies to your slab, your flat slabs and your post tension slabs as well. So you can see all of that as well. So, and then you can generate your schedule. I believe I've answered that question. So I think that's it. You can bring in more questions if there are other questions that needs to be answered. There is one certain. So if you have any questions from our YouTube channel or from our LinkedIn channel, please don't hesitate to drop them. And while I go through our page, you can purchase the tool. Yeah, just simply create an account with us. Create an account. We're sure that your data is safe with us. We only use your data for just for authentication purposes. You can see our privacy policy, data privacy policy, in terms of use. You can read through it if you want to. Once you click on it, takes you to that page. Sorry. So you can create an account, then you can go back and purchase the products, add them to your carts, just like you do on any e-commerce website like Jumia, like Amazon, and the like. So I do that. Do the same thing here. Review details. You want to read through what the tool can do. You have it there. You can add to your wish list if you want, and you're just trying to maybe assess what the tool. You want to build some kind of trust around the tool. Definitely, you can add to your wish list. You can see more details about the tool, the features and the benefits, who is perfect for what it does. And then there's a video there. There's a tutorial video on how it works. Just click on the video, it plays directly on this page. As you can zoom in, then you see how it works here. It's a YouTube video that's been embedded into the page. So now for rib and waffle slab systems, I think it's something that we are still going to be pushing out soon. It's one of the things we are currently working on. One of the extra rebar creation features we're working on. Because in Revit, it's a bit different. You can't really create slab. If you look at it, rib slab or waffle slabs, you have to find a way around it. You have to be very, very intelligent about it. So most people use this tool, this BIM systems to create the rib slab and what have you. But definitely, when it comes to that, we are going to be working on it. Definitely, I'm very sure I can assure you that. Okay, I think to bring up the question, I can assure you that it's going to be, how do I put it now? It's going to be as seamless as what you can see here. So definitely, it's going to be as seamless as what you can see. So if you get it to now, once we release the updates, it's going to come. I don't know. It's going to come automatically. It's going to show automatically on the one you already have. Kudus is asking a question. I think I've answered the question. Shibuzo is in Guyani. And it will work for both slab and other elements like column and beam. Okay, like I said recently in this same webinar, that for now we just released that of the slab, that of the beam, columns, and walls will be released soon. So if you observe here under this tab rebars, hide and tag rebars, you can tag your rebars in your beams, your columns, and wall already. We already have that feature, does automatically. But for creating the rebars for your beams, columns, and walls, we are going to be releasing that hopefully before the month ends. You have answered that question. Any other question? Please bring them in while we try to end this webinar. Any other questions, please? Okay. All right. So please, would really encourage you to go get this tool. It's quite affordable. You can try it out if you are not convinced. You can try it out for just 1 month, and you can use my promo code. We give promo codes, discount codes. And if you check the comment section, you'll see it. Okay, yes, we have a question from Anna. Okay, thank you very much, Chibuzo. Chibuzo is saying that, yes, thank you. Looking forward to that. I appreciate that, yes. We have a question from Anna Ayomide Uluwayomi. This tool is strictly for Revit. Yes, it's strictly for Revit, but we are also exploring how we can introduce it in AutoCAD, because we observe that a huge part of the industry still uses AutoCAD for detailing, but that's going to be a bit more complex because AutoCAD is not as intuitive as Revit. Revit is a BIM tool. It captures data. It has a database of every element. So some of the things that we are going to be doing, that we are doing easily in Revit, might not be able to. It might not be done that easily in AutoCAD, you guess. But programming wise, I mean. So it's going to be a bit more complex because we have to try to save everything that we do, maybe creating the lines as rebars into a database. So it's a bit more complex. So, but we are exploring that because we know that we can take out that market in the industry that still uses AutoCAD. So yes, we are going to work. We are going to be working on that, and hopefully, before mid-year, we should have a tool for a similar tool or even a better tool. Of course, they will keep getting better, but having a similar tool for AutoCAD users. I believe I've answered the question. Do we have any other question? Do we have any other question? Please bring them in, bring them in. I can see your questions from here. Okay, it's 11:39 a.m. I think. So if you want to, please, I'm going to drop my promo code for everyone. Just use my promo code. It's called Construct. Construct the capital letter. So it gives you a discount on the purchase. Whatever plan you use, it gives you a discount on that plan. So you see it on the comment section, and please sign up. Please don't forget to sign up. I should be able to. Okay. So I can drop the link again so that you can access it through HTTPS. It's simply studio.ksdigital.com. As you can see, studio.ksdigital.com. I can show you that as a background. Let's see how we can do that as a background or as a overlay. Let's do this, okay? No, as an overlay will be better. Yes. All right, so yeah, studio.ksdigital.tech, giving it to you sign up, you have access to the promo code. If you have a question, all right, you have a question. Okay, and I just confirmed that we answered that question. So yeah, so this is it too. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this webinar. If you have more questions, you can simply contact us via WhatsApp. How can you do that? It's quite simple. You just come to the contact us page on our website. You can drop a direct message for us. We get it as a mail, or you can reach us just through our mail, or you can chat us on WhatsApp. When you can chat us on WhatsApp, automatically brings this up, so you can see that it takes you to our WhatsApp page. Once you click on continue to chat, so we're always available to answer your questions. If you have inquiries about anything, you can also find that on our page, on our plugin. On the plugin tab, you would see chat us now, chat with us. It takes you to the same page, so you can chat with us directly. All right, so that's it. Please, thank you very much. As we oh, thank you. I'm seeing a message. Oh, Victor Laurie, thank you for the compliments. I really appreciate that. We are trying to make sure that we make our workflows in the industry a bit more streamlined. And because we know how tedious it can be, we know how clients can be on our neck. It's always very demanding. Everybody wants us to finish our jobs in 2 seconds. When they give us like they will take their time. Architects take their time. No shades on architects, but take their time to do their designs, and they expect us to deliver projects on designs in 2 seconds, in 2 weeks, in 2 months, in 2 hours. You get so, but that's why we are trying to match up with the timeline requirements from the industry. So, but that's what that's the motivation for what we are doing. Hopefully, one of our product roadmaps, we want to make sure that we create like alternatives to Revit, AutoCAD, because we know that these tools are very expensive for us to purchase as individuals, professionals, as even companies. So it's in our product roadmap to create alternatives for them, and we're on that track. We're on that path already. So thank you very much for the kind words, Victor. I think that's it. So to everyone who has joined, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for being a part of this webinar. And please, we'll be releasing more tools as we keep getting requests from our users. Certain tools that we're going to be releasing, some of them, okay, don't bring your elements in Revit. I know a lot of people want to have that tool. Also, the one that will be coming out, which everybody have been asking for, Construct Pro. Construct Pro will come out soon. If you are a user of Construct, I don't know, it's on the Autodesk App Store. It's on the Autodesk App Store, but we have now made it better, more intuitive it's just more amazing now. I can tell you, it's more amazing. But um, this was basically just, it was limited to 2024, but now it's going to be available for 2026 in the Kenstrut Pro version. Yeah, that's this one here. As you can see, Kenstrut Pro. It's going to be as affordable as you would expect. All right. Thanks for the webinar. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel Adewale. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate everyone's presence, and please do have a wonderful Valentine. I hope this is a very nice Valentine gift from us to you at Create Digital Innovations. So from me, bye bye, and have a wonderful weekend.